The first real look at the Galaxy Z Fold 8 is finally out, and it is already sparking serious conversation. This is not just another annual refresh leaking early. It feels like a pivot. For years, fans have pushed Samsung to rethink the Fold's proportions. Now, all signs suggest the company is finally responding, and the impact may go far beyond a simple design tweak. Reports point to a shorter but noticeably wider cover display compared to the Fold 7. On a spec sheet, that sounds subtle. In practice, it changes everything. The Fold's tall, narrow silhouette has defined the series for 7 generations. Samsung defended it as ideal for one-handed use, yet many users struggled with cramped typing and awkward app layouts, and that pressure seems to have built up. Inside, the display is still said to measure 7.6 inches with a creaseless design, but the real difference is the shape. Instead of opening into a towering vertical screen, this version reportedly leans closer to a compact tablet format. That shift in aspect ratio could redefine how the Fold feels in daily tasks and why it suddenly becomes more practical. With a broader canvas, multitasking takes on a different rhythm. Split-screen apps appear more proportionate. Video playback feels balanced rather than stretched. Web pages look less constrained. The experience stops trying to mimic a tall phone and starts acting like a small tablet, and this redesign did not just appear out of thin air. The animation that exposed this wide Fold 8 reportedly comes straight from One UI 9 firmware. Android Authority identified a wide fold model flag hidden within the code. When something surfaces at firmware level, it is rarely experimental. These discoveries usually reflect products already deep in development, and that's where things get interesting. We've seen this before. Firmware clues previously revealed Samsung's Trifold project long before official announcements, so this wider format likely represents a genuine device, not a placeholder, which raises an important question. Why shift direction now after standing by the original design for so long? Timing may explain it. Apple's first foldable iPhone is widely expected in 2026. Leaks suggest Apple is developing a wider, landscape-first internal display, something closer to an iPad mini experience than a tall folding handset. If accurate, Samsung's new proportions begin to look less coincidental and more calculated. By moving first, Samsung can shape expectations before Apple steps into the foldable market. When a company sets the standard early, it often influences how the entire category evolves. Rather than reacting later, Samsung appears to be establishing its version of what a foldable should be, and that strategy speaks volumes. Production targets reinforce this commitment. Reports indicate Samsung plans to manufacture around 3.5 million Galaxy Z Fold 8 units this year. For the first time, Fold volumes are expected to exceed Flip. Roughly 1 million units are rumored to be dedicated to the wide variant alone. That's not a limited trial, it's a serious rollout. GSMA database entries suggest this model will see a global release, not just a regional launch in Korea or China. That scale signals confidence or readiness for intensified competition. With Apple preparing to enter the space, Samsung seems unwilling to concede ground in a market it has led for years. Still, wider dimensions come with compromises. Increased width likely adds bulk and demands more pocket space. Users who value maximum portability may hesitate. This new format clearly prioritizes productivity over compactness, and that trade-off could divide opinion among longtime Fold users. Interestingly, Samsung may keep both directions alive. There are hints the Fold lineup could branch into multiple form factors. While offering options sounds positive, unclear separation between models can confuse buyers. If key features differ across shapes, choosing the right version could become more complex. On the hardware side, rumors suggest a 5,000 mAh battery, camera upgrades, and the possible return of the S Pen. The wider model logically benefits most from these enhancements given its focus on productivity. However, Samsung hasn't detailed how features will be divided. With the Galaxy S26 launching soon and official Fold 8 specs still months away, one thing stands out. This feels less like a routine update and more like a turning point in the foldable story.